Good morning, Eric. Good morning, good morning. How is everybody this morning? How is everybody doing? I've got a headache this morning, but I think I don't know, might be allergies because of the weather changing. Because it's been fairly warm the last couple of days. Carter's Eat is here! Woohoo! How are you? Oh my goodness. Allergies, and I've got a headache. I've got to get my coffee. I'm doing good. Doing good. Except for my apparent allergies. Well, thank you. I don't feel like it right now. Got to wash my hair, brush it. It's Friday. The week is continuously flying by. Hope everybody has had a great week. What's the weather been like for everybody? It's been like 50 degrees here like the last 2 days. It's been gorgeous, but obviously the change in the weather is messing with allergies because I can feel it. So far my bird is quiet this morning. He's sleeping in. Sweet. The finches are chirping up a storm, but the Quaker has not said a word this morning yet. Oh no! Okay. I will take this opportunity to go and grab my coffee. So, while I do that, here is another song. Swing your partner around and around. Hello, Mr. Doughboy. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Just grabbed my coffee. Yeah. That's what, but right before, when I started the song and went to go get my coffee, I was like, swing your partner around and around. Oh, nice coffee. I probably have to throw a Tylenol down with my coffee too because I got a headache. I woke up with a headache. Oh, you heard me? You were here already. Aha. Ah, yum. So how you doing? I feel half asleep. But that's what happens when you stay awake until 1 o'clock in the morning on Nana's channel. Bugs Bunny comes to mind. I decided to use a different picture today. Whew, my goodness. Today, around 4 or 5 o'clock, heading over to the store where I work and probably going to be buying their pink toe tarantula. Woohoo! Woohoo! I'm going to have to get the tank ready. He'll have food already because there's still a few roaches and crickets in the tank where my frog was that he didn't eat yet. Beating each other with stuff. Now I want to look it up. Is there a clip of that on YouTube? That would be funny to see again. I'm sure I have at some point. You'll find it. What are you chasing? The cat is chasing something imaginary on the floor. Because she's weird. And I'm also a coworker and a manager at the store. Has a Pac-Man frog that apparently he wants to rehome. The frog was a surrender a little while back, and it's already a much bigger frog than mine was. Still an albino, so it's going to look the same. It's just going to be much bigger. But I'm going to have to change his diet because he's been feeding him pinky mice. And I don't have the heart to do that. I feel like that would be an excruciating death for the poor little baby. So I'm going to have to change his diet to earthworms and crickets. A bunch of large crickets and some earthworms. He'll have to just adjust to not getting his mice anymore because I can't do it. Make you blue for 1 minute. Okay, hold on. There you go. Oh, you got the clip? Ah! Alright, give me a second because now I want to watch it. I'm going to mute myself so I can watch it. Give me 1 sec. That is really funny. Yep, I'm muted when I come back. I remembered. That was hilarious. Oh, goodness. That Bugs Bunny, he was always a... What's the word I'm looking for? Brat? That's hilarious. Hello. Hello. I'll have to take a peek, see if I can see the sugar gliders we get today, too. They'll probably be hiding, but... Now that's going to be all I think of. I wish sugar gliders weren't so expensive. I think we're getting 2, and I can't remember if they're a pair or not. They're going to be in the same cage, and they're like $350 a piece, I think. Kitty, kitty, you cannot headbutt my coffee cup. That's a disaster waiting to happen. Yeah, I used to watch it all the time with my dad when I was little. Can you stop headbutting my arm that's holding my coffee? Pretty please? Come get 2 of yours. You don't want yours anymore? I'd have to get another big cage. Got so many. We've got a big cage with the rats. I got the cage that the rats used to be in, that Remy is in. We actually need to get another big cage so that we could split the rats up a little bit. I don't know where I would put another big cage for sugar gliders. I think they're so cute, though. You had 7 of them. Woo! I know you got the 4. Did yours have babies or something, or did you just collect 7 of them? Did they all get along? Were they all in the same cage? Oh, that's so sad. I never would have thought of them as aggressive like that. Oh, poor little thing. The cat is really trying to get my attention. I got a scratch on my thumb that's really bugging me. Somebody wanted to see one of our rabbits yesterday. And it was a surrendered rabbit, and it's a pretty big wop. And he's pretty skittish, so when I picked him up, he kicked me and scratched me. And when I put him back in, he kicked me and scratched me, and it hurts. Eating it a lot. Oh my gosh, I didn't ever think they would do that. They don't typically eat meat, right? Oh, that's so terrible. Aww. I run into that with the mice. Oh, they eat chicken? Okay. Did you tell them that their little friend there was not chicken? Oh, the poor thing. Good morning, Southern Belle. How are you? I'm doing not too bad. I've had a little bit of a sinus headache this morning. Allergies because the weather's been warmer. It was 50 degrees the last couple days. It was nice. It started off nice yesterday and then it rained in the evening but it's been like 50 degrees. It's not right now. That's why I think why my allergies are acting up, because right now it's 35, but it feels like 26. So talk about messing with your system. And it's going to be cloudy and windy today. Oh, and we're supposed to get snow. Oh. But tomorrow will be as high as 47. See, that's the problem. It's jumping back and forth, and then it messes with me. I got to snuggle my little Frenchie baby at work yesterday. Oh, I love her so much. It was harder to snuggle with her because she was wearing the cone of shame. But I have so bonded with that little girl, and I wish we could have her, but we can't have her. She's too expensive. But she was so excited I let her out of her kennel, and she came over to me, and I picked her up, and she like snorted on my face, and I love her so much. I'm gonna cry when she sells. Ooh, I'd have to go and get some ginger root. I don't have any. Yeah, when I have my allergy issues, it affects my sinuses a lot. I get sinus pressure, a lot of sinus pressure, turns into headaches, a little bit of sniffles, but mostly it's my sinuses. So that's good to know, actually, ginger root. Handkerchiefs versus tissues. I never really understood the hanky. Like, you blow your nose into it or wipe your nose with it, and it's got snot on it, and then you stuff it back in your pocket. Like, ew. Ew. I mean, it's great that you always have it on hand and, you're not caught in a bind with no tissues nearby, but still, it's icky. And then in, like, movies, they're like, oh, someone's crying and they're offered a handkerchief. Well, have you used that? before offering it, because I'm not gonna, even if I need a handkerchief or a tissue, I am not taking somebody else's. Because who knows how many times they've used it before they offered it to me. And then, why would you offer your handkerchief to somebody else? Because then you're taking it back with their boogers and stuffing it in your pocket. And, talk about unsanitary. Blah. Right. It's a bodily fluid or whatever. It's gonna have germs in it. Blah, blah. Yes. And I still laugh about the fact that I've heard people say that toilet paper is running out in the stores and soap, the shelves are empty or whatever. And it's like, were you guys not hygienic before this coronavirus scare? Like, did you not wash your hands? And what's with the toilet paper? I don't understand that. Like, did you not wipe before this? I don't know. Like, I don't understand how you're running out of toilet paper. Blech. No, the soap, that's the funny part. But seriously, did you not wash your hands before? And why do you gotta stock up on soap? Like, I don't know. See, I don't understand that. Why? Like, I understand stocking up, but why do you're not going to go to the bathroom any more often than you did before. Why do you need to stock up on it? Like, why? I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh my gosh, the coronavirus is out there. I got to get more toilet paper just in case I got to pee more often. Like, I don't know. I don't. Huh. Ask them where all the toilet paper went. I guess it's time to go to pet stores and get some puppy pee pads. Bleh. Start buying some puppy pee training pads and cut them into little squares. Buy some washcloths. Throw them in the laundry every time. Ew. Reminds me of just reusable cloth diapers. Corn cobs. Ew. That's disgusting. Definitely when you go into some public restrooms, they do that. I can't stand when flushing the toilet and the water hits you. How comfortable are the corn cobs? I can't even imagine. Oh, man. It's gray outside. I hate that. I don't know either. Like, that doesn't even sound. I'm gonna have to, like, Google it now. Corn cobs as toilet paper. Remy, what's up? You're so quiet this morning. Is the weather getting to you too? Once the corn kernels are removed, the cobs are often stored by the outhouse. An outhouse is a pit dug into the ground with a small shed built over it. Well, I'm glad to know now what an outhouse is. Inside will be a wooden plank with 1 or 2 holes in it to sit on. After obtaining relief, you wipe with a soft corn cob to clean up and finish up your business. So then you can smell like corn on the cob when you're done. See, you can't flush them. You have to use them in an outhouse. I am in Indiana. Before modern-day plumbing, many Americans wiped with leftover corn cobs. Corn cobs were so effective. Just think of all the different ways you could angle. Oh my gosh! Ah! Just think of all the different ways you could angle a cob. That even after toilet paper became commonplace, many people continued to use cobs in their outhouses. Oh my gosh! Ew! Romans didn't use corn cobs. It says, but what did they use for toilet paper? Well, you could use a leaf, a handful of moss, or your left hand. Ew! But what most Romans used was something called spongia, a sea sponge on a long stick. The stick was long enough, or the stick was long because of the design of Roman toilets. Huh. That's crazy. Just think about how many angles you can, how many angles can there possibly be? They're long and skinny. There's only 2 ways it can go. 2 ways. Upside down and right side up. Can't do sideways. Oh, that's terrible. Huh. You're actually, according to what I'm reading now, not supposed to rub yourself with dry toilet paper. It can lead to irritation, injury, and even, yeah, we're getting a little bit. I'm not going to say the next part. Interesting. Even after toilet paper became available, some people in western states still preferred corn cobs when using the outhouse. That is super interesting. Here's a website that's called Toilet Paper History. What did they use before toilet paper was invented? People used leaves, grass, ferns, corn cobs, maize, fruit skins, seashells. Yes, this is true. Hey, Susan! Yep, and then we end up pushing the wax in further. Seashells, stones, sand. Okay, I'm sorry. Sand? It's annoying enough to go to a beach and have to clean sand out of all the crevices after you've gone swimming. Why would you use sand to wipe yourself after going to the bathroom? That I don't get. Leaves, grass, ferns, corn cobs, fruit skins, seashells, stones, sand, moss, snow, and water. I know, I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Dylan. Sand is so refreshing. The simplest way was physical use to one's hand. Wealthy people Wealthy people usually used wool, lace, or hemp. Romans were the cleanest. Wealthy used wool and rose water, and others used sponge attached to a wooden stick soaked in a bucket of salt water. The Greeks would use clay. In coastal regions, mussel shells were used. Europeans used their hand, but they also used fountains with luxury of warm water. People from Islamic cultures used their left hand with a little water. They're still doing that today. This is why it is offensive to greet someone with your left hand. Well, interesting. The Eskimos would use moss or snow. The Vikings used wool. The colonial Americans used the core center cobs from shelled ears of corn. The Mayans used corn cobs. The French invented the first bidet, of course without the modern plumbing. The Chinese invented the first toilet paper as we know it in the 14th century, and later people used pages from books, newspapers, and catalogs. Interesting. What's that? Should I look?
Hello, you hygienically...
Alright, I'll have to watch that after, but already I'm laughing. History. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm still stuck on this whole using sand issue. Ugh. How did Victorians wipe their bottoms? How did we get on this topic? Because I was talking about my allergies, and I didn't do it, and reusable handkerchiefs. Ooh, sandpaper. They're already saying toilet paper can cause injury when you rub yourself with it. Like, I don't know about sandpaper. Yes. Yes, he has. Oh, jeez. That's so funny. Where did my Bella go anyway? I just looked on the couch and she's not here. Bella! Bella? Hey, Bella! Where are you? She's ignoring me, too. That's how toilet paper came up, yeah? Bella! Where's Bella? Oh, Bella! Oh, Bella, Bella! Both of my finches just answered. I don't know where she went. She's ignoring me. Usually she comes running when you call her name. Bella! Where are you? Are you invisible? Where'd you go? There you are. What are you doing? Come here. She just poked her head from upstairs around the corner. She's like, I'm right here. Come here, Bella. What are you doing up there? Huh? What you doing? Come here. She's just staring at me. She's like, what? I was busy. We can go back to do-si-do. Oh. Swing your partner round and round. I'm not as good at coming up with lyrics off the top of my head. I was trying to put some sort of wiping with a corn cob in that song too, but nothing rhymes. Hey, Jeff. You crack me up when you come in and you just post something random. Oh, Bella went back to whatever she's doing because she's not poking her head out at me anymore. I was also looking at, before I decided on getting the tarantula, I was like, we have African clawed frogs there. They're really small. A 10-gallon tank is the minimum, but I was like, when they're small like they are right now at work, a 10-gallon tank is huge. Because they're so little, but apparently they can get to be a decent size. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of water changes, and I think since they're completely aquatic, then I'd have to deal with another water change. And I already don't like water changing the 3 tanks I have. Luckily, the other 2 that are the biggest tanks we have, my husband water changes those. I do the smaller ones. Ooh, what you cooking? What you cooking? Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? And then I thought about an axolotl, because we have axolotls too, and I really have wanted one for a long time. Again, they're completely aquatic, and I'd have to deal with a water change. But I don't have, well, that's a lie. I was going to say I don't have a tank big enough, but I do have a 55 gallon sitting in the garage being unused. but I'd have to clean it out. And I really don't want to. It has to be in at least a 20-gallon long, though, and I don't have a 20-gallon long. I mean, everything that I read says that they can be in a minimum of a 10-gallon as an adult, but then I heard from my coworker, no, that's not right. It can stress them out if the tank's not big enough. But I mean, right now our axolotls are tiny. So I figured maybe at least to start the 10 would work. But he was like, no, I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't have the money to get a 20, though. I have a 20, but it's a 20 tall. I'd have to get a 20 long for an axolotl. You're retracting. What are you retracting? Can you spell axolotl? Yeah. It is that. It is an amphibian. It's basically a salamander that has not, they just don't completely morph all the way kind of thing. They're aquatic. They have 4 legs, but they still keep their little pollywog tail, and they're totally aquatic, and they're really cool looking. They come in different colors. The wild axolotl is usually like a darker color. You don't need a heater for them. In fact, in some climates, you need a chiller, and chillers are expensive. They need colder water. They're also considered to be called a Mexican walking fish. They are meat eaters, so they'll eat like earthworms and bloodworms and shrimp, brine shrimp, and, stuff like that. Axolotls are just super cool. Super cool looking. Oh, okay. Occasionally I'll still spell it wrong, but that's the way you spell it. Yeah, I think they're pretty cool. But I need to get the appropriate sized tank first. But for the tank that my Pac-Man frog was in, it's the perfect size for the tarantula I'm getting. I'll just have to prepare the tank. Right now it's not prepared. It's I gotta move the... Well, see, I was gonna try and just turn it up on its end and scoop out any frog waste, and then just keep the bedding, the eco earth that's in there, because there's roaches and crickets in there still, and the tarantula can eat those. So I didn't want to waste food, but I'm thinking I should probably just like clean out the whole thing and start from scratch. Oh, really? That's cute. I really like the albino looking ones, the ones that are pink. They look like they've got so much personality on their faces. It's so dark in here. Dark and dreary in here. I'm going to open the curtain so I can at least let some natural light in here. Natural gray gloomy light. Let's see. It helps a little bit. There we go. That helps some. It's not tons brighter, but it's a little bit. I don't know where everybody is this morning. But I had this problem yesterday, too. I was like, looks like I'm only going to stay on for an hour because there's not very many people here. And then I was on here for 2.5 hours because people came in later when I was getting ready to leave. I think I'm still going to have to take something for my headache. Actually, I don't know if it's all sinus or not. I wonder if some of it is stress. I can feel it like in the back of my neck, too. Oh, she's making bacon, eggs, and toast. I can make eggs and toast, but I don't have any bacon. I'd have to run out and buy some bacon. Can't have eggs and toast without bacon. I don't know why we don't have bacon in this house. What is wrong with me? I'll have to run out and get some bacon. Bacon, bacon, bacon. That would be so cute. Watching it wave. Aww. Oh, it was on Facebook, not YouTube. Gotcha. Another animal I'd want to get is the pufferfish that we have at work, but I've never had a saltwater tank. And the idea of spending $70 on a pufferfish scares the crap out of me. Especially since I'm not good with water changing, I would not want to lose a $70 fish. But he's so freaking cute. Pufferfish. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There's a song I want to play. And I won't talk during it, but oh my gosh. It reminded me, I mentioned it yesterday, but it reminded me of Mike because the song is actually titled Rolling Heads, and it made me laugh. So, let me look for it. I was dying. I was laughing when I saw the title. I was like, hee hee hee. Alright, let me see. Rolling Heads, where are ya? There it is! Alright, Rolling Heads. Here we go. How cool is that? I love it. I was totally jamming in my seat. But yeah, it's called Rolling Heads, and I just had to laugh. Anyway, that was fun. Did I put everybody to sleep? Hello. Let everybody go. Double check to make sure that my mic was on. Hello, Yarny Cat. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Oh, okay. Well, you're in luck today because I hope I'm not going to jinx it, but my Quaker has not peeped during this live stream yet. He's quiet today for some reason. Normally he tries to out-talk me, but he's not made a sound this whole stream yet. The finches are chirping, but they're much quieter. But yeah, for some reason, Remy has been a very good, quiet boy this morning. The weather's affecting him too, apparently. I have 2 dogs, 2 cats, 2 bunnies, 18 rats. I have some mice, but I breed them for feeders mostly, but then I do have a pet mouse. I've got a hairless hamster. I've got hermit crabs. I did have a Pac-Man frog, but he just passed away, but I am going to be taking in a coworker's Pac-Man frog. Today I'm actually going to be purchasing a pink toe tarantula. We've got 5 fish tanks. I've got 2 finches and a Quaker parrot. And I think that's it. That is it. The rats take up... I didn't do it! Wasn't me! But the rats take up the majority of the number of my pets, because there's 18 of them alone. But, yeah, they're nice and small, so... And they're all housed together. They are just, like, even with the large space that they have, they're always sleeping on top of each other. They love to snuggle. I got one out of most of them. 17 of them are females, so the 17 of them are together. And then we do have 1 male rat, and he's by himself because we obviously don't want to have babies. 18-year-old cat. Oh, I have 2 cats that I had to put down when they were 14. That was really hard for me. It was hard for my son too because he grew up with them. And then just this fall, we ended up losing a younger cat. She died overnight, and she was only 5 years old, and I don't even know what happened. Like, I don't know what was wrong. She was fine the day before, and then, bam, I woke up in the morning, and she passed away in the chair. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So that broke my heart. But yeah, with all of the animals that I have, it means that I have to go through loss a lot. So, I mean, in 2014 was when we lost one of the cats. That was 14. We had to put him down. In April, it'll be 2 years since we lost our other 14-year-old cat. At the end of August, I lost a bunny. And then in the fall, we lost the 5-year-old cat. Obviously, we've lost fish, which it doesn't impact you quite the same. I've lost a rat, which was upsetting to me because she was such a sweet girl. I've lost my Pac-Man frog, and I've lost guinea pigs, and those things are upsetting to me. It's just that, it's not like losing a dog or a cat. It's still upsetting. It's just not like losing a dog and a cat. Now, when I lost my bunny, that was devastating to me because I got him. He was the whole reason why I even started my channel. In fact, my channel used to be called Life with Milo. And then once I got his rabbit friend, and then I started getting more animals, and I started talking about my other animals, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to change my name because this channel is not all about Milo. But then I lost him in August, and it was just upsetting. It was just really upsetting, and he died in my arms. So I had a really rough time with that. I still miss him. And I miss my cats. The thing that sucks with having all the rats is that they only have a 2 to 3 year lifespan. Some of them have lived as long as 4 years. It's just not very long, and they're such lovable animals. I get too attached. And see, I work at a pet store too, and we do have puppies there. And I get attached. I'm attached to one of the puppies now. And when she sells, I'm going to cry. I know I will because I love her to death. I would take her in a heartbeat if I could. I love her, love her, love her. But, yeah. I'll just have to cry when she gets sold. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Stupid allergies. So what's everybody up to this Friday? What are your plans for this weekend? There it is. Whew. Much better. Alrighty, I think it's time for some music. I don't want to end the stream now. It irritates me to not be on the hour or half hour. So at least 20 more minutes unless people start coming in, but it's time for some music when it gets what's the uh let's see. Here we go. All right, and like I just said in the chat, I don't talk during the songs because I know that it can mess with people's heads. So I want to be respectful of that. But while we are quiet, no one's talking, I am playing songs so that it's not just dead air. So on to the next. All right. Who have we got still here? Should I just continue with the music? I finished my first cup of coffee. Got another cup waiting for me in the kitchen. I gotta do some dishes too. Could always take my laptop into there and do dishes while I'm on here. But I don't know. Alright. Says I've got a couple of people in here still. Are you guys enjoying the music? I will continue. I'm gonna get off of here in about 8 minutes. Even it out to an hour and a half. So I'll just mute myself and play the music, and in 8 minutes I'll just end the stream. So hope you guys enjoy. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I will see you again.